Так, ще люди приєднуються. Але поки люди приєднуються і ви пишете у чат назву своїх компаній, свої контакти, да, я дуже хочу вам представити Трістана Еванса. Thank you, Tristan, that you join us. I don't know if you speak Ukrainian, Tristan.
No.
No, not yet, right?
Not yet.
Окей. Трістан, він представник, ну, до речі, він, мабуть, навіть ініціатор цієї TradeMission в Естонію, так, і я не знаю, але, мабуть, і ініціатор Go Global Award. Трістан, is it your baby Go Global Award?
Is it my what, sorry?
Is it your idea, Go Global Award?
Yes, it is. It's the ITC's idea in partnership with Enterprise Estonia. So Enterprise Estonia is the government trade and investment agency of Estonia.
Супер. Скажіть, будь ласка, чи потребується переклад? Чи всі розуміють англійську мову? Чи треба перекладати? Ну, давайте так. Якщо не треба перекладати, поставте, будь ласка, реакцію отак. Якщо треба перекладати, просто не ставте реакцію, просто щоб я розуміла, чи взагалі витрачати на це час. Угу. Так, 3, 4, 5. Хто розуміє? А як ви їдете на TradeMission без мови? Розкажіть мені, будь ласка. Так, окей. Ну, може, просто ви ще шукаєте, яким чином. Угу, дякую. Так, дякую. Супер. Ну, тоді, може, ми зараз ще хвилинку чекаємо і будемо проводити сьогоднішню зустріч на англійській мові, тому що, ну, по-перше, це зустріч, яку ми організували з Трістаном. Трістан, на жаль, ще українською не розмовляє, але я впевнена, що це таке. Я хочу представитись, мабуть, да, спочатку, хто я така, що ми за організація, і потім ми вже почнемо, потім представиться Трістан, розкажуть ще трошки про торгову місію. Я впевнена, ви всі бачили, я зараз, поки я буду розповідати, мабуть, надішлю вам ще раз посилання щодо нашого заходу, який ми з вами збираємось. Да? Я зараз надіслала це на наш чат. І там також є посилання на Go Global Awards і на всіх, до речі, організаторів, які організовують, співорганізовують цю місію. Так, окей. Ну, я так бачу, що всі приєднуються. Угу. Так. Окей. Тоді давайте я трошки представлюся. Мене звати Ольга Трофимова. Я президент Асоціації менеджмент-консультантів України CMC Ukraine. І ми є співорганізаторами саме цього заходу TradeMission в Естонію. Я також очолюю український кластер автомобілебудування та мобільності і співзасновник Українського кластерного альянсу, який започаткував свою діяльність на початку війни, ну і вже об'єднує 37 кластерів України з більш 2000 підприємств України. Цього тижня я також представляла всю нашу країну на European Cluster Conference. Ну і щодо торгівельних місій, в мене досвід на торгівельних місій, мабуть, 20 років. І я пам'ятаю, перші виставки це були 2002-2003 рік, міжнародні виставки брав Бівіалі. Ну, після цього ми вже організували і інші виставки. саме цю виставку, я перепрошую, виставку з TradeMission, ми організовуємо сумісно з International Trade Council та Estonian Business and Innovation Agency. Але Трістан зараз розкаже дійсно про її вагомість і цінність, ну, для, я б сказала, навіть для всієї держави. А саме ми разом з Трістаном, також ми були співорганізаторами Global Economic Impact Forum on Ukraine, який відбувався наприкінці липня в Туреччині, в Стамбулі. Ми також там, як Український кластерний альянс і CMC Ukraine, були представлені як співорганізатори, робили свої промови, ну і також вели секцію по Україні, але це вся конференція була по Україні. Так, ну, мабуть, паузи, поки всі приєднуються, я вже закрила. Якщо є до мене запитання, будь ласка, пишіть, я прямо зараз напишу в чат свою електронну адресу. Ну і, як то кажучи, на зв'язку. Завжди на зв'язку з вами. Саме зараз у нас CMC Ukraine. Я ініціювала і зараз є керівником великого проєкту по підтримці малого та середнього бізнесу під час війни. До речі, саме сьогодні є останній день по прийому заявок на цей проєкт. Я також надам посилання в чат. Якщо ви ще не в нашому проєкті, то, будь ласка, залучайтесь. В цьому проєкті найкращі консультанти України надають безкоштовну допомогу в розмірі 10 консультацій для підтримки бізнесу і в області, в галузі маркетингу, і операційних процесів, і фінансування фандрейзингу, HR, а також діджиталізації. Тому ласкаво просимо, завжди раді допомагати. Ну і взагалі, я думаю, як і багато людей зараз, всі ми єднаємось саме для перемоги, саме для економічного фронту, саме для того, щоб ми всі працювали і рухалися далі. Я бачу підняту руку, чи це ви...
Да, есть маленький вопрос.
Давайте.
Спасибо. Если можно, да, и вот тут же люди реагируют, Антон, спасибо. LinkedIn connection, please. То есть кто может, кому интересно, мы тут все, скорее всего, рыбники, да, производители заинтересованы в общем деле. И я сам сброшу в чат свой контакт LinkedIn, пожалуйста, будьте добры, кому интересно, тоже please welcome.
Супер.
Спасибо.
Супер, дуже дякую, да, саме так я також зроблю. Супер, домовились. А тоді, якщо ви не проти, я би перейшла на англійську мову. Всі, хто хотів, я впевнена, вже приєдналися, і хочу надати, я бачу, що зараз у нас оба організатори, і ITC, Трістан Іванс, і естонський Estonian Business and Innovation Agency, також представники міністерства. Тому давайте, Tristan, I think you will start, and then we will give the floor to Rilka. Okay?
Okay.
Окей. Представляю вам Трістана Еванса, який також зараз приєднався і на волонтерських засадах допомагає Україні, розвитку України, да, і нашому бізнесу. Я дуже вдячна Трістану, ну і взагалі горжусь нашою дружбою. Трістан, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you everyone. So, and thank you very much, Olga. We very much appreciate your bringing everyone together today. So the Go Global Awards and TradeMission to Estonia are activities by the International Trade Council and the Estonian Business and Innovation Agency. My colleague is also here from EAS, James York, and with the assistance of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Estonia. So the program brings together approximately 350 companies from around the world that are looking to buy products and services internationally. So these companies are large companies through to well-funded startups, from all across the world in every industry. The common theme is that they buy products and services internationally and they have operations internationally. So the program runs for 3 days. It consists of a conference program, B2B meetings, networking events after hours, and of course the awards program where companies can pitch, explain about their businesses, and look for other partners to do business with. So on the 3rd day of our conference program, we also have a side event specifically dedicated to Ukrainians, where a Ukrainian contingent can present their businesses and other companies from across the world can meet the Ukrainians, which is being managed by our colleague, Miss Relika, who is also here. So,
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Thank you.
So,
Sorry.
I'll let
Good
Relika
morning.
manage this bit.
Technical issues.
So Relika, if you'd like to explain your side event for the Ukrainians specifically on the 3rd day.
On the 21st of October, yes. Yeah, sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. If you'd like
Yeah,
to explain what you would like for your side event and how you're going to structure it or whatever else, then the floor is yours.
Absolutely, thank you. So this will be the event in October, will be a side event to the Go Global Awards. So our goal is still to invite, besides Estonians in Tallinn, everyone who is in town for Go Global Awards, who already has either plans or invitations to come to Tallinn. So for this event, we won't be sending out any extra invitations, but it is a Go Global side event. And we will be organizing it similar to the other side events that are called How to Do Business in. So we'll leave the title How to Do Business in Ukraine and organize it directly at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It's very central, so easy to get to. And from 11 to 12, we plan to have a panel discussion on the risks and opportunities of doing business in Ukraine now. And as we all know, the war has not ended, but Estonia is already supporting you in reconstruction and bringing our entrepreneurs there. So the speakers are to be confirmed. If you have we have a few ideas already, and it's very urgent as we would like to send out the invites next week. So if anybody is willing to speak from the Ukraine side, that would be really great. And we need the 1-hour panel discussion will be followed by a networking lunch, also directly at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, everything organized by us, the catering and coffee and so on. And we'll make sure that we will get enough interested entrepreneurs and companies from our side to meet the Ukrainian chambers, any Ukrainian entrepreneurs who are in Tallinn and have traveled here. So 2-part event and only 2 hours, so still quite a short one.
Relika, I have a question. When you mentioned that you're welcome to speak, can you elaborate on that? Like,
yes,
any specific topic you would like us to speak, or we choose ourselves?
Good question. So we've been, sorry, I just got back at 3 a.m. so I'm also very
take your time
very high on emotions from Kiev. So our we would like to have somebody from the Ukrainian side, of course, who's an expert on the risks and opportunities right now. Maybe some of the deputy ministers. Currently, I have to check who is already invited to Go Global Awards. So someone who would actually know the topic, what is going on, how is the entrepreneurial landscape? What are the, so to say, support from your government? And we will have, of course, someone talking from our side, what we can do, how we can help the entrepreneurs. But our goal is also to be really honest about it. Like I said, both the risks and the opportunities. So if we could cover these both sides, so to say, what are the risks because of the war? Different, of course, different regions. Some are safer, some are not. And what do you see as risks from your side as well in Ukraine? And of course, what are the opportunities to help right now? I've already gathered a lot of wonderful examples from our side, people who are already hiring people directly in Ukraine, want to invest directly or simply to do business and hope to get the money elsewhere to so to say, to sell something to Ukraine. So we can also have a few case studies maybe about the companies who are either successfully working in Ukraine. We have a few examples, Nordtal, GoSwift, and few that are, so to say, starting during the war, maybe have started to work with Ukrainians. So that's the conception, and we had a few ideas. I just have to see. We just before I left for Kiev, we found a person who has been working from Ukraine as well, with Ukraine, knows. So from our side, he might be a good speaker. So,
Something wrong with the connection.
You're breaking up.
Yeah, something wrong with the connection.
So
If I understood,
welcome.
Yeah. Just
any other questions between?
May I add? If Mihail asked, were asking, yes, of course, it will be some official speeches or speeches from Ukrainian side with success stories and so on. But you as a companies, you also would have opportunity to have a speech, kind of a pitch, right? It's not a speech, it's a small pitch, but for 3 minutes, but it will be possibility for each of you to have such a pitch for all of them, and then, or even before, but I mean a possibility for you for B2B meetings. So
and this
be
pitch
prepared for small pitches, right?
Right, and this small pitch happens when, like during the
third day.
They run in parallel, so they run every day for the first 2 days in parallel to the conference sessions. So there's multiple rooms at the venue. So the pitching stage is about, the audience is about 150 companies. The main conference room, the audience is about 300 companies.
Yes, I mean, this is the main event. Maybe as an idea, what we could do at our event directly. Again, it's small and time restricted. But again, use the whole conference, of course, to meet everyone and these pitches. We could do it the way we did it in Kiev right now at the embassy, that I would just maybe we could do a small introduction round. So generally less than 1 minute for everyone, that the Ukrainians would introduce themselves and the Estonians. So it's a B2B meeting. And of course, then we can, after these introduction rounds, we can bring them together, and who is interested in meeting with whom. That's the way we did it in a more relaxed environment directly at the embassy as well. So not directly pitching, you have different stages for that, but I would, for example, be in charge of the introduction of the people.
So you guys would help kind of to segment, for instance, I'm in a services business. Yeah, I see a lot of guys are selling stuff, like selling commodities, products, etc. So you would be able to kind of point us in the right direction, to talk to the right, or to announce ourselves, to present ourselves to the right companies.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, the work before the event would be the most important one. Now, again, in Kiev, we got a lot of help from our Chamber of Commerce, who already knows our entrepreneurs who came to Kiev very well. or you know, I would have to do it by myself. But of course, the more information you can send about these companies in advance already, then I can facilitate from the Estonian side who would be interested to meet them, of course, and then we can make better introductions and so on. And I have a better overview of all the sectors included. Yeah, sorry, Olga is just writing. But so
about project invitation.
To see who is interested in what and meeting whom, and then we can also mediate a little bit better, of course. Honestly, to be completely honest with you, some of the companies are much more now in the reconstruction, building and so on sector, but I hope we will find something for everyone, services and so on, but it's important to have this information in advance as soon as possible.
So the event will also have a mobile app to arrange B2B meetings on site.
It's exactly was my question. Do you plan to use some kind of a mobile app or B2Match app or whatever? Because it would help us a lot.
So
other, do you know?
Yeah, so everyone will get the link to download the mobile app a few days before the event so that you can also manage and update your own profiles and look at who else is available to meet and to book meetings on site directly with other participants as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And again, Tallinn is small, so use this opportunity, meet people, but yeah, directly at the embassy, it will be our so to say, our assignment to bring in and match the Ukrainian and the Estonian companies. And I registered from abroad at the moment. Let me check right away. What's the Go Global page? Just 1 second.
Please give us a number, because I do remember the number is so big.
Yeah, I've had some Wi-Fi issues, but I'll try to check. Just a second.
Sorry, the answer to the question is no, we don't have the list of the companies.
I will find it and hopefully send it to you later. That's okay. I'm
It's a bad line. We don't hear you.
Yeah, same question from Michael. There's a number of trade missions and governmental bodies. What about businesses?
As participants.
Yeah, so there's 350 companies participating, and that's everything from Belfin Group, which is owner of Carrefour supermarket brands in 7 countries, 2 billion euros a year turnover, through to startups in the service sector, all industries really. So there's about $30 billion companies coming with their CEOs, and then there's a mixture of all these other ones. From really everywhere, you name it. But the final list will only be presented on the mobile app about a week before the event, because we're still collecting the RSVPs at the moment. So that's from the international side. That's not including the Estonians who are coming on Relika's side.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, so 1 week before the event, that's around the 14th probably.
Yeah. So I see the other question was, still didn't get how to apply for pitching to present. So if you give all of your company details, I guess Olga is collecting them, then we will include them in the pitching agenda by industry sector. So the pitching on the 2 days are broken up by industry, so that people interested, the audience who's interested in looking at different industries and business types, will be able to come along on that specific time. You get between 3 to 5 minutes to present your company. You can use PowerPoint or video or anything else. Just bring along a USB stick with you, because we only have one. We have one laptop hooked up to the AV system. You get to talk about your business to the audience. There's also audience questions, and there are also questions available from what is a judging panel from other government trade and investment bodies as well. The other government trade and investment agencies will also be there from 27 countries, and they're also looking specifically for products and services and opportunities for their constituents as well. So they represent their own company base as well. So it's a good opportunity to meet those trade agency chiefs, as they can also match you with companies directly in their own countries who may not be attending, but are still interested in buying products and services from Ukraine.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
So Olga, we can just send you all the case studies and information about the company, and then
Sure.
you will be structuring. Okay.
For sure. In any case, I understand that it's, kind of information for you, and after that you will make a decision if you go or not. And maybe in a week, we will send you the letter again, who is exactly coming. And I will open it for you, just Google Disk, Google folder, to put your presentations or your pictures, what you would like to do. And it will be a final list who is coming. So this is the procedure, I think.
Yes, and again, the more information I have as well as a side, besides of the main event that you're already registering for, if you can send me some Google Docs with your sectors and as much information as possible, it will help us to mediate as well. But definitely outside of our event, there's a lot of opportunities to meet Estonian and international companies.
I will send it to you in a week. I'm sure it will be already finalized, because we do have already the list of all participants who gave their intentions to participate with details, with data, but we don't have their presentation. So I think better to moderate it, to wait 1 week more, and to have it, not just a list with a link to their web pages, but already their kind of pictures, right? I mean, presentation.
Okay, and who might be a good match to speak from your side about the risks and opportunities? Do you have any suggestions already, or we'll check from our side as well?
Right now?
Yeah.
Well, I could say a couple of words if you don't mind.
Okay. Maybe.
So why don't we let Olga look for, between her group, look for some of the speakers to talk about the current situation in Ukraine and doing business with Ukraine. Olga Trofimova here is our expert on Ukraine business internationally, and is our passionate nationalist for all things business Ukraine. So I don't know if Olga, you're available to work out who could be on the panel, perhaps?
Yeah, sure. And I could moderate it. It's not a problem, Kristen, for sure.
And liaise directly with Relika.
Yeah.
Maybe. Thank you.
And but I think it could be also a hybrid event. Yeah. So I'm sure I will organize.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I think it's your deadline. I'm sure I could organize a small speech from Export Promotion Office. So from Andriy Remizov, and I think it would be the best.
Yep, great.
So really,
maybe in the panel,
switch off the video, because really bad line. So.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
It would be also really great if you could send me just a list of the participants with no information. We need to send out the invites Monday, latest Tuesday. And of course,
I will do it today. No problem.
Okay, very well, thank you. And of
So
course,
please to everybody, if you are not registered yet, just receive this link from your friends. Please do register. There is in the chat, yeah, the last one. So, and I will forward it to Rika because it's on my Google Disk.
And of course that we have enough time with the exit permits and so on. So we will send the official invites.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, Olga. And yeah, somebody asked about the, you have the link to register, I think, but the general website is goglobalawards.org. If you want to check the general.
I will send it to them right now.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just on the phone.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. So yeah, and now I'm back at the office. So anything you have, you can always write me directly on WhatsApp, or if you need just any help organizing anything in Tallinn as well, of course.
Good. I'm sure there is also a question about do we support with visa? We do not need visa, you know, but do we support with entrance of men? So what we could do, what organizers could do to give your official invitation. Actually, we will do, and we will try this letter from export promotion office and even and send it to the ministry, but we can't promise anything because, you know, for next week we're also organizing one event, and unfortunately still no positive answer for men. So unfortunately, again, we couldn't promise, but we will do our best. So you will have official invitation from organizers, from Estonian governmental organizations, from organizers of this event, not from me personally. So from the proper, and it will be proper issued invitation. So it will be individually for each of you. And then we will do, as the procedure is working, we will do the general list to the ministry for men. But again, we couldn't promise right now anything. It's also clear.
I will do my best from our side, and of course, I think Tristan already gave me the direct contacts of Anatoly, who is responsible. So I will do my best to support from our side. The COVID vaccination, let's hope it won't change in the few weeks. It's been very, very calm, and I've been traveling all over Europe. So in general, the situation right now is that nobody's asking for it, not on the plane, not at the airports, not on the spot. So I think you should be safe. And if you have something previous, maybe just have it on your phone just in case. But currently, no COVID gets needed anywhere. So I'll let you know in case it changes. Hopefully it will be a calm winter as well. Any other organizational questions? Otherwise, easiest always to WhatsApp me. I will reply as soon as possible, and via email as well, of course. But I'm available on both. So anything you need, and yes, we will try to get everything confirmed and the invitation sent out beginning of next week.
Please ask your questions, because I know that there were so many questions, and actually it was you who push us to pull us, yes, to organize such event. We didn't plan it, so thank you for your questions. And I think not to answering you individually, we organized such a open questions, open event. But please ask your questions.
Yeah, and I'm glad I could make it, because I confused the days as well. I thought I'm still traveling today, so.
I've put the attendee booklet in the group above here. So there's a PDF file in this group which provides all the attendee information about every day of the program and everything else. So.
Exactly, and it's 3 days, and the last day, let me check. What's going on the last day? I'd have to check.
3 days,
but of course, You'd have to filter in the traveling of 26, 27 hours as well from Kiev to Tallinn. So
the last day, and your question was the last day, the event is not for everyone. Yes, the event specifically for the Ukrainians, all of you are invited to the last day dinner, which is the awards dinner, most definitely. And on the last day anyway is the Ukraine panel. So on the 21st, very specifically, is the side event with Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and very specifically the dinner in the evening.
And it's a Friday, so free to explore Tallinn. Yeah, Ruben had a question. Go on.
Yeah, thank you. So I have a question about pitches. So is it supposed that it's more sales pitch, or it's more investor pitch, or
Either.
it depends on the company and it's cool?
Depends on the company. So you've got...
Depends on your need, yes.
Yeah, sell yourself.
Okay.
So you've got 3 to 5 minutes to go and introduce yourself, explain your business, what you're looking for while you're there for the few days. So very specifically, you should tell people what kind of things you're looking to do, what kind of connections you're looking to make, and the purpose of those connections.
Thanks.
Yeah, and again, from Estonian side or for the meetings, the way we have it, yes, peacemaking. Just to address the language as well is that to participate in English. And in Estonia, if you want to have some personal meetings, or let's put it that way, the next generation from me does speak good Russian as well. For my generation, it's you can't expect it. So if everyone would speak English for the pitches and so on anyway, but also while networking, that's good. We did have quite a few companies in Kiev from our side, again, little bit older, who prefer Russian because their English is not good. So you can also definitely stay flexible. It's just that English has been much more prevailing in Estonia, of course, for since our independence. But just to warn you a little bit, we're not offended if anyone speaks Russian, but please don't expect everyone to speak it very well. My generation did not have it in school always at all. So just to prepare yourself. But I don't think it's a problem, just as an explanation. We had a very mixed group in Kiev. We were speaking Ukrainian, Russian, English, everything at the same time. Yes, any further questions?
Yeah. Hey everyone. Sorry for running this question around. Again, I'm just not sure about if I understand the sequence and the action items in terms of actually planning. Like, so what are the next things we should do?
Yeah, sorry,
you don't hear me?
The video got stuck. I'm sorry, Anton. Could you repeat?
Yeah. So actually, I'm asking the same question again. Sorry, I'm not sure if I got it. So basically, we have to register in this website that you shared with us, and then they're going to be, as far as I understand, invitations sent. And then Olga mentioned that we should do something with this invitation. I mean, when I say we, I mean the Ukrainians who are male, in order to apply for, I don't know, leave, like not the entrance, but the leave visa or whatever. I just don't know how to like. I don't really understand how this process of crossing the border works, and how do I get to this point? What should I do?
Yeah. So I'm just writing it on the screen here. So first you can register. If you want to enter the awards program, then you could fill out the giant form at Go Global Awards. If you just want to attend and participate in the B2B meetings and the other activities, the shorter version is at estoniatradmission.org. They're both the same thing. You also need, if you're male and for your exit clearance, you need to fill out this form that I've just sent you the link to in the group, Estonian TradeMission.org visa support letter. So you'll get a visa support letter from us for exit clearance. Then I believe Miss Relika will make a list from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Estonia, send that to Anatoly Kutsevol, Deputy Cabinet Secretary in Ukraine, and he will issue the exit clearances. As far as I understand, that's the process. I think maybe Dia has to be involved somewhere in the middle, but as long as we have the list of the attendees, then we can manage the exit clearances.
And because time is running out, there's like only maybe more than 2 weeks left till the event. I wonder how to follow this process actually. So I fill in the form right now, and what happens next? I mean, when should I kind of get the idea of either I'm allowed to cross the border or not? Because it's like it's just related to all this further trade planning.
We hope to get it solved next week, definitely. So again, as soon as possible, we will send out the invites for Monday, maybe latest Tuesday, but then I will try to, I don't know, push very nicely Anatoly as well directly from our side and see that it's urgent. So I haven't also done it from our side yet, but we will do our best, and we will of course coordinate if there's anything needed. I can also advise you on the as well as Estonian embassy in Kiev. We can advise you about the traveling, as I was just coming back, because a lot of the trains towards Helm and Warsaw are booked much in advance. So, for example, our embassy was able to help and get a special wagon for us. So to say, an extra, so I can ask them for advice as well, so you could all maybe travel together. I was traveling Kiev to Helm and then the local train Helm to Warsaw. It's not a problem. So it's a night train with the sleeping compartments, but we also had it organized extra. And then there are plenty of flights from Warsaw to Tallinn, I think usually 3 or 4 times a day, so that shouldn't be an issue. And
just
the same way
also addressing this question, thanks for covering this. Like if I don't, like for example, if I only find out that I'm kind of allowed to cross the border when the time, when there is no space in the wagon, it's allowed for me to actually cross the border with just driving the car, leaving the car somewhere around, I don't know, Warsaw Airport.
I'm not completely sure from the Ukrainian side, but if you have the exit permit, I think it should be possible, yes.
Anton, that's the most challenging to have this permission, right? And then it doesn't matter which way, bus, train, or car. So which exactly exit is possible, and you go by feet, whatever.
By the way, do you know if there are any convenient flights from Chisinau, Moldova? Because I live in Dnipro, and it will be actually easier for me to cross the border around Moldova somewhere. It's just like, I don't know, I can save like 40% of the time driving comparing to the border near Lviv.
Yep, there are.
Air Baltic probably, but you can check Google Flights. Sorry, Tristan.
Yep, there definitely are from Chisinau. Otherwise, cheap flights also fly into Helsinki. There's a 2-hour ferry ride from Helsinki directly to Tallinn.
Leaving Helsinki, every hour almost.
Yes. Cool. Every hour through to midnight or something. It's very quick. Sometimes it is easier than transiting anywhere else. So yes, Helsinki is definitely an option.
Thanks for the hint. It's just Google Flights doesn't always show all the flights.
Well, I've had a friend who's been coming to Chisinau a couple of times, even in the past month, due to some trainings as well. So he's definitely also flown from Tallinn. Most probably also there are a lot of Air Baltic flights via Riga. So you can check Air Baltic, but Google Flights would be a good place to check the connections. And usually with the Riga, it's a small airport. It's a very quick, so to say, changing of planes. in case they're only something from Riga, it's also possible. It's a 4-hour bus, usually not expensive, quite comfortable. So it's also an opportunity or a possibility to arrive from Riga directly. But it's easier to have a connection in Riga and arrive straight to Tallinn, to be honest.
Got it.
So different
Thanks a lot.
options.
But in
Thank you.
summary, as long as you're registered to attend, we will compile the letter, the list of those attendees. We will also send it through to Olga Trofimova here. We will make sure that list gets to Olga and definitely directly in the hands of Kutsevol. I've already spoken to the Deputy Cabinet Secretary Kutsevol already about exit clearances. I believe Relika may have also done the same thing.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. He's willing to sign off the exit clearances as a batch. There's no issue with that. I think on some of the exit clearance process, they ask what day you're going in, what border you're leaving from as part of the letter. So all he does is he signs a letter stating all of these people are leaving together at this border on this day. If you're leaving from a different border, we will need to know which border you're leaving from, because then he will sign a different letter for you. So normally it's just one group letter, then, and he sends a copy to the border as well, so the border guards can see their copy. You keep a copy with you as you exit, and there should be no problems. We've done this for the Global Economic Impact Forum on Ukraine already for numerous attendees, and this would be the second time. So the process is pretty straightforward. We just basically need to get everyone registered as soon as possible to attend so that we can send that list through to him. And then Olga will handle getting the letter copies back to you. We'll make sure Kutsevol sends the letters to us and and also directly to the attendees.
But yeah, again, from experience, I think booking one train wagon together as an extra, everyone traveling together, it was very comfortable, at least for our delegation. So, and you can sleep on the train, hopefully quite well. So it was quite a comfortable option. I would recommend. I was also, just a fun fact, happened to spend on my way back now from Kiev, I was sharing the compartment with Sergei Simonov, who's your first deputy minister of youth and sports. So we had a lot to talk about. I don't know if anyone knows him directly, but it was a very nice train ride.
But again, it's not obvious to come and to cross the border altogether. So it is just for you to know. So all of us, all of you will have the same letter. Yes, but you could cross the border whenever you can. Yes.
Yeah. I just mean with I think if you book the train together, because they're very often sold out to Poland, it would be like an extra option. But again, just my experience. You probably know better.
Thank you.
Yeah, but anything I can do to help, please let me know. And again, of course it wasn't my first time in Kiev either, but usually I've been coming there during the peaceful times. So I'm very glad I made it now.
Thank you that you came.
I love the visit. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, and I bought a vyshyvanka, very nice quality one.
So on the third day in Tallinn, all of us will be in vyshyvanka, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Well, I have this T-shirt from Estonia, but
wow, great.
Vyshyvanka is much better quality.
Good.
I bought it directly in Kiev now.
So please don't forget, everybody, take your vyshyvankas with you on the third day. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, and it's very similar to Estonian national costume. We love seeing them. So.
Super.
Definitely.
Good. So are there any other questions? Good.
Yeah,
so,
otherwise you all have my WhatsApp, or you can share it and then email anytime. I'm here for you.
Good. Thank you so much. Again, we
for
are
organizing.
open for your questions. If you still have any, you will have this the link for the video, for this video, and yeah, and definitely next till the end of the next week, I will ask you please to finalize your pitches, or at least to have the first version of your pitches. It's not needed for me personally. It's needed for organizers to support you with matchmaking, and maybe even to find some needed you know what exactly you need. So I would also recommend you not to forget in your pitch, yes, in your presentation, on a last slide or on last 2 slides, to put what exactly you're looking for. So not just presentation of your products, of your company, your history and long history and 100 years ago or 50 years ago, but please write what exactly you're looking for, right? So it will help all of us to support you in a better way. Good. So again, thank you for your questions. Thank you for your time, for the meeting. Thank you, Tristan. Thank you really for your time and your flexibility, because I just said use the time
I slept 4 hours.
And didn't even ask if you're available or not.
Yeah, so, I confused the days a little bit as well, but I've slept 4 hours. I feel really great.
Good. So it means that we are synchronized and we are doing the right things for all of us. Yeah. So again, thank you, holding the economic front together, going further, and together we will win, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, you can create a group chat as well. That's a good idea.
Good.
If anyone could take care of that, maybe. I'm on WhatsApp and Telegram, but I can also.
Yeah, okay. I will organize it. Yeah.
Easier to talk.
But I will organize it already with those who decided for sure to come. Okay. Not to spam all of us, all of you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Good. Thank you all.
Stay safe.
Have a great day. Cheers. Cheers. Bye.
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 Everybody. Have a nice day. Thank you. Yeah, goodbye.